I want to do something really fast here. Everybody likes to do build videos. I'm going to do more of a down-to-earth one here, folks. I'm going to show you a 600,000, 5 to 600,000 build with great survivability. Is it of the norm? No. Is it something that easily can be built? Sure. Has it been built before? Absolutely. 5, 10, and 2. You can see what I'm using is kind of unorthodox. First off, we go to our specialist. I use the survivalist just because, well, get the 10% assault rifle damage, increased shotgun, but protection from elites. That's just me. But let's go to the shooting range for a second. Let me show you what some guys do to inflate numbers. First off, you see this difficulty right here? It's normal. That's all we were hitting right there. 322 on normal. Go to veteran. $422 damage on veteran. You notice something about how this works. As long as you do not reload and load during shooting and screen, you're good. Now watch with the elite. We went 600. There it is, 669,000. That's true said numbers right there, folks. There is no cheat. I went 5 something, so you're looking at an average of 500 to 600,000 just in these. Now, let's go to the named bosses. $600 thousand. That's where a lot of, I don't want to accuse any YouTubers out there, but there's some YouTubers that talk about numbers of this and that. But there you go, you have it. 600 thousand. There's to prove to you this build can hit. So it is laying damage between normal all the way up to named bosses. So, with that said, get on with the build. First off, nothing new and exciting here. I am using a tactical MK16, a little bit off the norm from what a lot of people use. I use Ranger, which is not going to get nerfed into the ground and be buried where everything else. Allegro, and then in rhythm, while equipped, the enemy kills have 5% chance to refresh active skill cooldowns. Not bad. Scope. Obviously running the, there you go. Everybody loves it. The C79 scope. 5% damage to elites. I am running crit hit damage short grip. On the grip, 5%. Muzzle, and hey, no, shocking development here. Pretty much about the same. 5% damage to elites. There we go. My clip, 10% mag. Would love to get the one that's there. I don't have the Nemesis yet. I was a dummy, and I deconstructed it. So basically, I'm running the SR1, pretty much standard stuff as like the other one was. Nothing huge, just kind of running that until I do get my Nemesis. But if you have the Nemesis, that's even more damage. Now I do run the Liberty. Just have an exotic. Alright, kind of familiar with the Liberty. Let me show you some of the talents on it. That's a very good one. Right there they are. Liberty, while aiming every weak point and hostile electronics are highlighted. Not bad. And I do love this. While holster destroying weak points, refills 20% of your current weapon's magazine. So not bad. But let's get on with the build. That's what everybody came to see. That's what everybody wants to see. Now, actually, well, I've already showed you, so it doesn't matter. I got a pretty good roll on damage to elites, and 15% roll is what I did. Health. I would love to have something here with armor, just because one of the talents that I run. I run a Murakami, I think is what you call it, or how you pronounce that thing. I have no clue, but Murakami. I do have some other ones. I would love to run maybe something like this. I was running this one right here that does, actually that's not it, it's this one that does have 35% damage to elites, 15% there, but as you can see it brought my armor down, and I'm only giving up 1%. Ooh, but I'm getting a lot of health. There you go. And even getting the hazardous protection back, so there you go. Vest, not a big man woohoo factor here. Obviously, this is the Fenaris, whatever you call this thing. The FG, how's that? FG one here. As we got the assault rifle damage 10% protection to elites. Bonus armor, unstoppable force. Now this is getting a nerf. They are going to have, somebody said on the other channel, said there's going to be 25,000 max armor as opposed to the 10,000, which is still great, because here's the thing, even though I'm only running 229, and if you can get more armor, go for it, but I'm running 229,000. You're going to be able to get even way more armor as this stuff goes. I do have a defensive mod of health, armor on kill, and health regen, obviously damage to elites. Again, another FG. You can hear my kids in the background. Assault rifle damage, protection to elites is activated. Health on this one, I do not have one that has armor. I would love to have an armor. And headshot damage, I do have 15%, which is kind of cool because it helps with the snipers. I do play on PC, but I do play with a controller, so I don't get a lot of headshots, but I do get some. Are these the ideal? I'd love to have something a little bit different here. I'd love to probably have, I'd love to have this right here, maybe with something, and swap that skill power out. Knee pads, Gilia, and no brainer there. I am running patience. Somebody said patience is getting nerfed from 3 seconds to maybe 5 seconds. No biggie for me, because I stay in cover a lot. But it has armor. I am waiting to when I can roll, and I'm capped at that armor, but I do have some big pieces like this at 11. If you have some, give you some advice, hold on to them, because my understanding, you'll be able to roll it. So I'll be able to roll that higher, hopefully, in a new build, maybe get up over 300,000. Patience, obviously. I do defensive mods. I do have a bonus, because I do have a defensive mod there. Bonus armor, armor on kill, and health, armor, regeneration, and skill health. Gloves, I'm lacking in the glove department. But these aren't bad. They do have health on them. They're the best I got. I would love to have something like maybe the Badger. I guess that's how you say it. Who knows? Gilia. I'd love to have one of those, but I'd love to have a better roll, and I just don't have the roll right now. Kills my armor too much. Don't really care too much for the crit, but I do have the assault rifle damage 4% and whatnot. And finally, the backpack, 511 tactical. A very good backpack, very, very good. Has armor. Again, I'm holding on to it because you can see right there, I've got explosive armor with this. The problem is that I can't give up the damage to elite, the armor regeneration and that offensive mod slot. Even though this one does have one, I've looked at it. I give up that damage to elites, which is huge. This right here had... I looked at swapping the damage to elites, and the only reason I didn't is because this is the only one I have with damage to elites, and I don't want to get rid of this. Listen, if I get another backpack with damage to elites, I'm probably going to swap to this, because this is actually better. I will say this is actually a little bit better. Better as a meaning, as you see right there. Boom, it goes to there. So, but I'm still hitting pretty freaking hard. I do run the assault turret and the hive reviver. That's pretty much the build in a nutshell. I mean, I really don't know what else to tell you. It hits. Let me show you a little bit of you know, let's go out here, man, and show you a little bit of gameplay. Show a little gameplay on what this thing actually can do, and you know, just kind of show you what I do messing with the controller. Again, you know, everybody's probably like, why in the world would you play on PC with a controller? It's just what I do. I mean, I'm not saying that a person has to do that. But we're going to come down here to some named bosses. Alright, let's show you some gameplay of what this thing can do. The biggest problem is obviously hitting all your shots.
Can't see them.
But you can see I could almost face tank him and take him out. So however it comes into play, there you go. For you guys that's got a lot better accuracy than I do, hey, you're golden. Me, there you go. That's pretty much accuracy right there. Now, like I said, I stay in cover a lot. You see the patience working right there. Boom.
Reload already.
In danger.
So, hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you. And, thank you. Alright. We'll clip that.